Hi, Joni. How are you? How are you? How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? How are you? Sorry, I'm running a little bit late. One of those Aloha Friday. How are you? How are you? How are you? Everybody get their beverage of choice. I am having green tea. So, how are you, Miss Joni? How are you? How are you? I'm good. I'm much better. I'm much better. It's definitely Aloha Friday here. How about where you are? Hi, Cassandra. Hi, Mids. How are you guys? How is everyone? So I got some cool Happy Mail. I'm almost finished everybody's power pack, so I should have them out tomorrow with Hi River, with everyone sending a tracking number for everyone. It wasn't as easy to figure it out because I got random numbers of cards. So hi, Linda. Hi, Suze. Hi, Carla. So I want to show you guys some cool Happy Mail I got. Try and clean up my desk a little. I have not crafted. Well, all I've done is really just put together power packs. That's what I've done this week. It's hot, hot, hot where you are, Joni. 105. Oh, no. I am feeling a lot better. Hi, Janet. How are you, Mama? How is everyone doing from Ustream to YouTube? Is it all of you streamers that are now having to YouTube it? Has it been good or not? I want to show you guys some cool Happy Mail. I think today what I'm going to do is work on my altered book. So if you guys want to make along, I can show you what I've done to start it. But before we do that, I want to show you some Happy Mail I got. So I got this from, hi Elizabeth. Hi Miss Linda Mack, what are you up to? Hi Sherry. So I got this from our lovely Vicki Schultz, and she sent me a really cool box of really bits and pieces and cool treasures. And I love this. This is like a little accordion file, and it has all kinds of like treasures in it. And I love it. She sent me, I'm not going to show you all the bits and pieces, but you get kind of the general idea. And she sent me a couple of her power pack, her ATCs, which are awesome. And she just sent me lots of really cool bits and pieces. You haven't made the switch getting new internet service? Ah. Hi, Pauline. How are you? So this is pretty cool. She sent me like all kinds of, Miss Vicki S. sent me all kinds of cool bits and pieces. And like just really neat. Cool bits and stuff that you can put in a really cool junk journal. And I'm definitely going to, isn't this cool? This says it's from 1922, I think. Isn't that cool? She sent me a bunch of cool stuff in this little box. And then envelopes, and this is cool. These must be ATC size, and they're really heavy duty watercolor paper, so that'll be fun to play with. And she sent me just envelopes and some Tim Holtz paper dolls and just some fun bits and pieces. You know me, and paper beads, which you know I love. I'm actually gonna make myself, I haven't started it yet, but Vicki Messy Table Studios sent me some beautiful paper beads as well, and I'm going to make myself a paper bead lampshade. Isn't this cool? Like, look at this. Isn't that cool? You're relaxing on your vacation? Ooh, that sounds nice. It was really sweet. You guys, please never feel like you have to send me anything. You guys know I'm seriously doing my calamari. All the stuff, though, I'll use and put it in my junk journals. And she sent me some nice washi tape. In fact, some of the stuff I might use today in my art journal. So I got this really nice box of cool stuff from Miss Vicki. And then I got, hi Liz. How are you? I know it's kind of hard to know who you've missed and not, right, Linda? Like you're chatting with people and you're not sure you caught everybody. And then I got this really nice envelope from our lovely Jane. Look at the bits and pieces Jane sent me. Jane sent me some cool stuff. These are the stamps that she has for sale. So if you guys go over and contact her, you can contact her through our Facebook group. Her name is Jane Sassalos. Hi, Linda. How are you? And so she's selling those to benefit her. Her son is in a special. He has some certain disabilities, so she's selling. She got them for herself, and then she sent whatever she's not going to use. She's selling, and with the proceeds going there. She made me a really nice Maui map clip, which I could put that in my altered book. And we call these slippers. These are called beverage bling. Isn't that cool? I guess you put them on your drink so you know whose drink it is. I'm going to use it for my journal. I'm not going to put it on a beverage. And sorry, you guys. And then she sent me some cool book pages from, it looks like some sort of a stamp collecting book. And these are really cool. And then she sent me something similar, but this one's on like cardstock, and then this one's on paper. These are the original book pages. And then she sent me some tropical themed pattern paper, which is really nice, and it's got some good texture to it. Wrote me a nice note. Sent me these cool stamps, which I definitely can put in my journal. And then she sent me this. This is called Clear Cut Frames to decoupage. These look pretty cool too. And then she sent me this, and this looks like it's a stencil, or she made it as a stencil, and it's the bag from Oranges, or hi Tilda, happy Friday to you too. It looks like it's a bag. She put painter's tape or masking tape all around it, but it looks like it's the pattern from, you know, a bag for onions or oranges or something. That's a really cool idea, though, to make a stencil with, yeah? So thank you, Miss Lovely. Thank you, Miss Jane. Everything is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And definitely, I could use some of this in my journal, depending on what am I going to do in my journal today. And look, she sent me this. Isn't this great? Shoes. High heels. You know me and my love for that. And then I got some happy mail all the way from India, which I have to tell you, it's amazing. This is all from Dust Fairies, whose regular name is Sakya. And she sent me some amazing things from India. I've been to India, and when I was there, I brought a few things back, but these are like super cool. She sent me all kinds of beautiful fabrics, and I don't know what, I'll show it to you though. What's really neat is that, you know, when we see what we collect or what we consider, I know, right? You haven't been there, but you've been. So she sent me some painted beads, some painted wooden beads. And she sent me all these cool images. Like this would be like so cool to add into my journal. She made me this card. Like, look at this card. This is like amazing. And she wrote me a really nice note, but look at this. She sent me, this looks like an applique off of something. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Some really cool stuff. And then she made me some envelopes, and this is like a really beautiful image, isn't it? That would be beautiful on an art journal page. And then she sent me all kinds of stickers and fun things, bits and pieces, and bling. Beautiful bling, purple bling. And some stuff she cut out of, sorry. I'm still not 100%. I don't know, yesterday I sneezed all day. I don't know what is in the air here. She sent me just some bits and pieces from Indian publications, which I think are awesome. And just some neat, like, little bits and pieces and words, and some of the stuff I could use in my art journal too. Look at the jewelry there. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, she did send me some beautiful fibers and trims too. She sent me all kinds of cool stuff. But it's like, what I think is really neat is that, you know, when you live someplace in a different country, I mean, we all have the same, we all get fashion magazines, but they're not all the same. And I think it was really sweet to see all the different stuff she sent me. She sent me these wood bits too. Those are cool. Definitely make a really cool mixed media journal cover. She's beautiful. The Indian lady's really beautiful. And then she sent me all these really cool images. Like, isn't that beautiful? What a beautiful picture. What a beautiful image. Beautiful, vibrant pictures. And aren't they cool? I mean, you hate to, like, even cut them up because they've got some cool advertisement on the other side. Just beautiful stuff. They're really beautiful. The textures and the fabrics and the pictures. I know, it's really cool. Hey, Jess, how are you? So this is from Miss Dust Fairies, and I'm loving all of it. So I definitely will use some of this in my art journal. She sent me just a lot. She sent me, it was quite a lot of stuff. And thank you very much. So I'm going to work on my little altered book today. This is cool too. Look, these are like some sort of plans, architectural plans. Aren't they cool? For construction. Very cool. Very, very cool. And she did send me an amazing amount of textile pieces. And she sent me lots of cool fibers and textiles. So are you guys, have any of you guys been putting any thought into what you're going to make for your Christmas gifts this year? These are all great. These are all like amazing fibers and stuff that I could use for, I could use them for journaling charms. I could use them for tabs. I could use them for texture in my pages. Just really nice. I have not gone to get my sewing machine fixed. Both of my sewing machines are out of whack right now. And these are really cool too. She sent me so many things. Look at the rich color and texture of all these, like, beautiful. And these all came from some sort of packaging, some sort of thing. Like this was some event with a tag in it. Isn't that neat with the tassel? I think it's very sweet. Very, very, very sweet. I'm very much appreciative. It's very much appreciated and very cool. So maybe I'll use some of this in my journal today too. I don't know. I don't know. In my little altered book. Did I say Christmas? Why did I say that? Because, Laura, I have to start early. You're making journals for all your friends? Oh, that's cool. Because I have to start early, you guys. Otherwise, I won't get it done. I really won't. And then she sent me some beads that she made. These are really beautiful. Let me see if I can take it apart. Sometimes you guys wrap it so nice, I hate taking it apart. But look at these beautiful beads she sent me. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't know if I'm going to put them at the end of journals or if I'm going to... Part of me thought maybe I would make some sort of a... You know, like a mobile. You know, like just hanging them from something beautiful on top. But aren't they beautiful? Like, look at her fabric beads. They're quite beautiful and just lovely. And they're very lightweight. It is great. Yeah, they would be great for tags. These are beautiful, right, Kathy? Because I was so surprised. It was very thoughtful and much appreciated. And I'm putting them back in there raw. Anyway, so for those of you guys that participated in the Power Pack, I'm hoping to get them all. They're all pretty much all packaged up. I wanted to add a few bits and pieces from me in there, which that part I haven't done. And so if I don't get them posted to you tomorrow, I'll get them posted to you Monday, but I'll send you tracking. I'm going to try and get them all posted tomorrow. Hopefully, our post office here has weird Saturday hours, but I'll find one. There's got to be one on our island. But these are beautiful sari fabrics and trims that she sent me. Now this, I was just so overwhelmed. I was like, I have to do something incredibly special with these. What, I don't know. But they're just beautiful. I could dangle them for my paper bead lamp. I haven't even started my paper bead lamp yet. I told you guys I'm having company, and so my focus has been, I completely cleaned out my daughter's room before she comes home tomorrow. My little one comes home tomorrow. I'm so excited. And tomorrow is my hottie's big 5-0, so we're going to go out for dinner. We're picking her up from the airport and going to go out for dinner. Aren't these trims beautiful? And so I have been completely focused on like spring cleaning her room. Like we took everything out, you know, wiped down the walls, did all that stuff while she's away. I'm putting it all back. I'm happy for me too. What's great for a Christmas tree? You're making mine for a Christmas tree. Oh, you're making your beads for a Christmas tree? That's a good idea. I know, this was a really gorgeous package of stuff. So if you're here with us, Safia, thank you so much. Hi, Kat. If I haven't said hi to you guys, chat me in all caps. You're waiting. So I am going to, you know, I've been thinking about what I'm going to make. You're waiting for my Christmas in July ideas. Well, guys, I've made so many things over my lifetime, and you know what's really ridiculous is when you start going through your stuff. How many of you guys have had this happen? Like you start going through your stuff and then you start seeing all the things. You're like, I made this? When did I make this? And you're just like looking at all your things. Well, that's kind of where I've been. I've been still doing my calamari. Look at this trim. Beautiful, yeah? Just gorgeous. She sent me so many nice things. Just so many beautiful things. And I'm kind of like, I don't even know what I'm going to give my kids for Christmas. How many of you guys are in that slump? Look at all these beautiful trims. How many of you guys are in that slump that you've given your family over the years, different types, so many different types of things? And my kids are sort of in a different phase. You know, my oldest daughter is very nomadic, and she's moving to Greece soon, so I'm sure she wants nothing. And so these are beautiful. So I don't exactly know what I'm going to do. I've kind of been in my own overwhelm because of having this company. These are so beautiful. Having this company, I haven't really been in my creative flow. I've been more in my purging flow. And honestly, I don't have to purge to the extent in which I am, but I kind of, you know how you get started and you're just like, am I ever going to use this? These are so gorgeous. Safia, these are so beautiful. Thank you so much. So, because I know it's really beautiful. You found a tiny junk journal you made in 2003? Oh my gosh. It's exciting to have all my girls together. I know. I'm excited for it too. These are so beautiful. Imagine how vibrant your life would be if you lived in India. Look at the vibrant colors there. Just gorgeous. So these are so beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I have to do something special with these. Maybe I'll make myself a quilt or a wall hanging or something. I don't know. So I don't want to make them something that I don't want to burden them with making. Thank you so much, Safia. All this is so beautiful, and It's just gorgeous, and I'm going to enjoy using all of it. So I'm going to work on this. I'm going to work in this little journal I made out of Who Moved My Cheese. Now, it's not finished by any means, and the book started out with this. So if anybody, see, I told you guys can get these like books really inexpensively, like usually free. If you go to your library, a lot of times they'll have them for free. And these I got for free. I did not buy them. And I took this book and I took this book right here and I made, well, it must be a different edition because this one was red and this one isn't, but it's the same book. And so this little book is like, it says it's 96 pages. So how many does this say? Well, I don't know because I tore some of them out. It says the last page number I can see is like 63. So I don't know. Maybe it had the same 96. I could have torn a lot of them out. So I'm going to work in this. But that's how this started. Let me read what you got. They all look, I think they are silk. I think they are silk, Tilda. Oh, soap is a good idea. Joni says, I don't give handmade gifts to a family. I don't give handmade gifts to family and friends that don't understand or appreciate my art. I do make soap and I give that as gift soap. That's awesome. And Kat says, your in-laws go to India every year? They go to Gujarat, but they live in London? I would request a few things. I would definitely. They do feel like silk. You have Jessica says she has teenagers that want things like cars. Well, Jessica, good for you. Oh, that's a great idea. Tell us your first name. Is it Yilan? Is that what it is? Yilan, she says, or he says, maybe scan the fabric so you can rip them up and use them many times. Oh, that's a great idea. I agree with you, Tilda. Not everybody can appreciate handmade gifts. You guys, one year, I made handmade everything, but one year I gave one of my friends, her sister-in-law was coming to stay with her. And I gave her, because I gave everybody else a gift, I didn't want to not give her. We were all spending Christmas together, or Christmas Eve or something. And so I gave her, I made handmade beeswax candles with my kids. And you know what she said to me? I'll never forget this my whole life. She said something like, she didn't say, she kind of inferred that only poor people gave handmade gifts. Poor people and children. And I was like so taken back. I was like, well, I said, that's not what it is in my family. I said, in my family, only people we really care about. You say it, Elion. Did I say it right? Elion. Beautiful. Where are you from, Elion? Beautiful name. So I never forget that. And my girlfriend that I was very close to at the time, she was mortified, just completely and utterly mortified. I love handmade gifts too, Linda. I don't think you can ever have too many. You know, except that, you know, like one year, I think when my oldest daughter was, I don't know how old she was, in her early 20s, I made her a Christmas tree skirt, and I made it with penguins, because that was her thing. If I can find it, I'll show it to you guys. It's quite comical, like, made the penguins, like, as if they were in a nativity scene. I did different penguin scenes on the panels, and you know, she hasn't ever had a Christmas tree, and I still have it, but I'm sure one day she will, and she'll appreciate it. They travel so much. Hi, Care. Hi, Julia. Hi, Jean Peter. Oh, your mind's not intact. Is everything okay, Miss Jean? We love you. Hi, Trace. You're lurking? Oh, good. How did everybody fare the full moon? Hi, Mary Lou. It's your daughter's Chinese name, and you're as Caucasian as they come. It's a beautiful, Eliana is a beautiful name. So if you guys want to work with me, get, you know, this is my roll-off book. This was my roll-off, my spray, if I got a new stencil, I tried it out book. These are just the backgrounds of what I'm going to put in my book. And I have a lot of images and stuff that I cut out, but I have tons of stuff I can put in it. The full moon kicked your butt, you're still recovering. What happened? Jean, tell us what you're making. I was thinking about you, and I'm glad that you think that might, the textile thing might work for you. I thought it was, when I saw it, it just reminded me of you. Your rabbit hole's getting deeper and deeper today. Ooh, I can relate. So for those of you that have never ever art journaled or made an altered book, this is a really fun thing because you can't mess it up. It's yours. You never have to show it to anybody. It can be a way to try out new techniques. I painted the front of it with chalkboard paint. It needs more stuff on it. I might do some texture paste on it and add some other stuff to it. I don't know. But it's a way to just have fun. It's a journal for no reason, as our lovely Shannon Green says. And I find it super fun and easy to make. And sometimes I'll do something like this. I'll start it and get it to like this point. And I have multiple books like this, you guys. And you ended up sick as a dog. Oh, no. Trace, I'm sorry. So, but these are like, you can't get it wrong. You cannot get it wrong. And so I'll just start one. This is just, you know, you get yourself started and then you get some images and then you just play and it's for no reason, like no final outcome. You never have to show anyone. And if you want to show somebody, great. And if you don't, great, right? It is not that big of a deal. But what's kind of fun is you can collect bits and pieces that you like, that you go, oh, I don't really have any reason for that, but I might like it in a piece of art. I might like it in an art journal. I might like it, and you can use every page as it doesn't have to have a theme. No, I missed the chat there. I'm sorry you keep getting booted offline. Well, the full moon's always a good time to release. Now, how many of you guys practice tearing up your contracts? I've been doing it all week. You guys have to remember everything it's a journey. It's not an end result. Laura says she tore out pages of her first book today. And you have no idea. Well, that's awesome, Laura. That's very exciting. Breathe in, breathe out, repeat. I great. Hey, Amberly, how are you? So, you guys get your stuff out and let's just have some fun. That's what I'm going to do. And I don't have any agenda. No agenda. I'm going to see if I have any paint close by. I am excited to just be in a Zen space with nothing to do, which isn't going to happen for a while, but I'm looking forward to that. How many of you guys have been in that space? Joni says she's currently tearing images out of magazines and your bin is full and you need to get rid of some magazines. Girl, I just did it. You know what I did? I went through and I mean, I gave away, I put tons for recycling. I did a lot. Normally I keep many more than I am, but because I'm having so many people here, I'm not going to do it. Oh, Kara, I'm sorry. Big hugs to you. So I don't know what I'm going to do on the, I haven't decided. So I'm just going to start. And I hope you guys find your own zen like this. I mean, it's super fun. I love this image. I want to save it as a focal point for something. And you don't have to start at the beginning of the book. You can start anywhere. You can start anywhere. Kind of like this. And I have all kinds of bits and pieces that I've torn up and kept. Oh, I love this. To break the rules, you must first master them. Love this. Let's see if I have any masking tape. I was looking to see if I had any packing tape before I sat down, but I don't know where I put it. That is definitely going to be one of my focal points on a page. That is definitely going to be. And I have my little tiny accordion file with bits and pieces too. How many of you guys saw Carla Cage Fish's video today? She looks like she has got a bunch of cool stuff going on. She is getting ready to share a lot of her, which I thought was cool. She's getting ready to sell off a bunch of her works in progress, which I think is a really fabulous idea. How many of you guys think that that's a fabulous idea? I do. I think it's a really fabulous idea. I like this one. In this household, love is just another form of leverage. I like that too. How many of you guys think that, you know, selling off your work in progress, I think, is great? What do you guys think? I mean, I don't think it would have occurred to me to sell off my work in progress. Well, she didn't stream live today, Linda. She just put up a video. Okay, I just have to decide whether I want to do one page or want to do it like a 2-page across each other. But it's kind of fun to just have a play session and not have to worry. Oh, and I love this too. Like, this was a great picture. Isn't that a great picture? I wonder if this will just turn out way too dark. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to work on. I hope you guys are having a fairly decent week. My week has not been totally bad. It hasn't been like, I wouldn't say it's been like the easiest week. How many of you guys have had a bit of a challenging week? I have definitely had a bit of a challenging week. I know, I love this. I want to save this, I think, for a journal cover. I love that. It came from, you guys, it came from those Oklahoma travel guides that you can get for free. How many of you guys write up? I'm not trying to enable you to get any more stuff, okay? Hear me clearly. But how many of you guys ever write off and get those travel guides? The ones from Oklahoma has lots of Native American. If that's your thing, it's a good one to get. Yeah, this one's a good image too. I don't know if I'm going to use what I'm going to use as a focal point, but I think I'm liking this so far. And I'm going to use some Mod Podge to do some reverse collage, but I was looking for I made a pile of wax paper last week because I didn't want to, I didn't want to throw all my wax paper away. So sometimes I paint on it and use it in my journals. But I've been seriously, you guys, my calamari has never been this detail oriented. Saying that, even though I've gone through my stuff, I could, if I did another round of purging, it would not hurt. But my hottie's so funny. So I'm going to do a reverse collage on this. I'm just going to let it dry in between coats. And this one I'm going to glue down with a glue stick. So my hottie was like having a good laugh at me. He was like telling me that because I was like, seriously, he's like just because he knows I need a studio space. You guys, I'm to the point where I really you've had a studio space and then you go to having no studio space and then you just try to make it do. I need to have a place that I don't have to pick up my stuff all the time. How many of you guys need that? How many of you guys need to have a place where you don't have to pick up your stuff all the time? You've done a what? Joni says she's written to almost every state for state tours and brochures. You bet the Mainland thinks you're nuts. I don't think they think you're nuts. Do you think they think you're nuts? I don't think so. I think that, they just say these people want to travel. But the Oklahoma one has Indians in it, Native Americans in it. You guys have never written to the state of Hawaii. I don't know what you would get, but if you find one to write for, I would do it. Somebody told me that the state of Texas has a good one. You never have enough room, Linda. Well, so how do you going to talk today? Because, having all these people in my house, I'm going to have, my house is really small. And having all these people all at once in my house, I have to say it's a little bit stressing me out. I'm not going to lie to you there. Having my own. And, because my art stuff is, sort of personal to me. It looks like trash to somebody else, but it's really personal stuff for me. And I enjoy it a lot. And so I'm kind of, selfishly, I've been, putting away all of the things that I treasure the most. Because I really don't, one of my friends is coming with one of her children, and, you only know your children. You don't know other people's children, so I don't know how how her child is going to act, and he may just be fine. But if he isn't, I just don't want, it's just it's better just to put it away. How many of you guys have ever experienced that with other people and their children? Right? You know what you're willing to do, and you know what your children are willing to do, but other people's children, you may not have a handle on how they're going to. So I've been really calamariing. Because you guys, my little dining room my dining room is really tiny. Is my studio space, and having all these people here, everybody's going to want to sit down to eat. So I'm purging. I have put, I'm purging in a very healthy way for me. I'm purging it, but I don't know how my friend's son's going to be, so I'm a little apprehensive. Bye, cat. Yeah. Good luck getting ready for my visitors. I hear you. You get it, Linda? I'm just ready for my own studio space. I actually looked this week. I didn't find one. So I thought we were going to move, which I would still like to move, but right now it just doesn't make sense without knowing, like, it just doesn't make sense at the moment. If we'd found the perfect place, yes. If we'd found the perfect place to buy, I would be like all in. But I've been looking, and I haven't, I've been not like looking like I was before. And so because I feel like we're so sort of up in the air about what our plans are, I don't want to move in. I don't want to move my stuff. It's like I've come to the point where either I have to like pack the majority of it up or really get myself a space. What's about a blockade? What? Joni's just telling everybody to Google the state that you want. And most of the time you'll be able to find it. Linda, I do. I really do. It's like, I don't know. I need my own space that's just mine. Because I don't usually have this many people visiting me all at once. And I'm an incredibly private person, so usually I usually just try to avoid. You know how house guests always seem like a good idea till they get there? How many of you guys have had that experience? Where house guests always seem like a good idea until they get there. And then when they get there, you're like, why did I say I would do this? Does anybody else have that experience? I have it repeatedly, and my hottie reminds me of it too. He's like, didn't you say? The last time my friend stayed with us for a month, he was like, didn't you say, like, why did I do that? And he was right. He was very right. I did say it. I just want to get out a couple stencils. But I don't know. I feel more, I feel like I don't know exactly where I want to go, but I know that I need my own space. Does that make sense? What are you doing as we speak? Your house guests remind you that you're really a bit of an introvert than an extrovert. Oh, you know what? I can relate. I can so relate. Kara says, family guests are like fish, fabulous at first and stink after 3 days. Oh my gosh, they're hilarious. Well, this isn't even. I'm excited to see my sister. I'm excited that they're all gonna. I'm excited that people are coming. I just am not. Guys, my house is barely big enough for me. Ben Franklin said that. That said, dead fish and company stink after 3 days. Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. I don't know. For me, I'm just kind of to the point where I just have to like surrender and throw it up to the universe because whatever I think I want and whatever I think is going to happen just hasn't happened in the way that I thought it would. And so I've been making myself a little bit crazy because, I've wanted my own space for so long, and I've just made it do here. And I really, up till the volcano started erupting, I really thought we were really moving. So I hadn't really put a lot of energy and effort into looking here where we live, because where we live is like, I can't even tell you, it's ridiculously crazy expensive. So then after the Big Island did its own thing, and the volcano is still going, you guys. somebody sent me a thing from the U.S. Geological, whatever it is, Commission, or however it works there. Sent me this thing, and it has, they have created, the volcano itself has created so far, almost, I think, 430 acres of land. And what I mean is, I'm not talking about the land that it's covered in 60 feet of lava. I'm talking about when it's poured into the ocean. And some of those areas are like more than 200 feet deep, has filled up that 200 feet and then gone out this 400 some odd acres and flowing daily. It's like unbelievable. I can't imagine what these people are going through. I really, really, really can't imagine. And so I really thought that was where we were going. So I didn't put a lot of energy and effort into finding a place. And then after all this stuff happened with the Big Island, I've kind of been on hold. And then I started looking, and I did find a house here that I love. And you guys had been on the market forever. And I told you, when we made the appointment to go see it, it sold between the time like the realtor was like, and it happened numerous times, you guys. Happened with almost everything we went to see, or everything I asked to go see. And my realtor was like, "What kind of voodoo are you doing on these properties?" I was like, "There's no voodoo there." I said, I'm just started looking, and this is what's happening. She's like, "I think you need to sell real estate." She goes, "Because every property you've asked to see within the past whatever is sold." And I just was like, I don't want to hear that. I was like, I really don't want to hear that. So now I've just given up. Not that I've given up, but I'm just kind of like, so yesterday Hadi was like, I said, I've overwhelmed myself. I said, I have so much so I just have to relax, because you guys, I really overwhelm myself. How many of you guys do that when you have company coming? You overwhelm yourself. Hi, Linda. You let your niece move in and stay? Oh, that's nice, Janet. Well, I have officially overwhelmed myself, and I love these Inca Golds. I love them. This one is, what color is it? It is copper. The Inca Gold brand, and it is copper. No, they weren't right for me, but so I just had to let it go. You're on your way to wash 10 loads of clothes. Ooh, you win. I've done my laundry. I've done laundry today. What I did right before, the reason I was a few minutes late, is what I did right before we started was I have to take my daughter, my littlest one, just to go for a scan, and we have to fly to another island to go for the scan, and we have to go on Monday. So I've been waiting for the radiology department to call me from she had her stuff, because I called like 3 weeks ago, then I called last week. I said I need the scans. We're leaving Monday morning really early. And they hadn't called me back, and I was kind of a little bit wigged out by it. I was like, okay, this is like, I'm not quite sure what this means. I want some big numbers on here, and I don't even know if I have any big numbers. Maybe I have some stuff. Anyway, so I had to, right before we started, I called and I said, look, I said, I haven't heard from you guys, and I have to travel on Monday have you already sent all these records over there? Of course they hadn't. And I said, you know, you got to send them over. You got to do something because I've got to go. And I have a number stencil, I think. And then so right before our live stream, they called me and they said, oh, the radiology thing is here. I guess I've been waiting for like 3 or 4 weeks for it. It's been ridiculous. So I went and got that. So Monday we're flying to, you guys, you can't really get sick on the island I'm on because medical care is not, I want numbers. Medical care is not, like, you gotta go to we gotta fly to Oahu to go see a specialist because they don't have it here. And so it's a different way of living. Not for everyone. Okay, I guess I don't have my number stencil. Alright, let's see, what else do I want in this? Maybe an image. Let me see if I have a good image. So right before we started, I had to run all the way to the doctor's office and to the radiologist's office and get her report so that I can take it with me on Monday. It's been a weird week. It has been a weird week. A weird week. I'm missing the chat. Oh no, Amberly. I'm sorry, Mama. I hope you feel better. Yeah, people don't realize if you don't have kids, having kids and having their stuff everywhere can be a bit of a hazard. So for me, I've just been, I feel like, have you guys ever like gotten to the point where you feel like, not that you don't have direction, but that the direction you're heading is like not what you thought? Does anybody else have that? I'm a little bit going through that. That's kind of where I am right now. I'm like, this cannot be what I signed up for this week. Oh, this is a cool image. I wonder how that would work. I wonder if she would image transfer. I'd like her. Maybe I need a darker one. All these images came from, I think they might have all come from that Oklahoma travel guide. I'm not 100% sure because I can't. No, they must have come from some other stuff too. This one's kind of cool too. But they came from magazines. Like they came from magazines. They weren't books. Oh, this is cool. This column is cool. So that's what I've been going through, you guys. It's just been, I feel like some days I don't know whether I'm coming or going. And I feel sort of scattered as far as like, maybe I wouldn't feel this way if I didn't have people coming. If I didn't have people coming to my house, maybe I wouldn't feel this way. Anybody else ever have that? Like when you suddenly find that you're having a whole bunch of company coming, then you just kind of go like, what am I going to do? Oh, Amberly, I really hope you feel better. You feel like this every day, Linda? I mean, Laura, you do? I don't know. In some ways, I feel more peaceful than I felt in a really long time. And then in other ways, I feel like that I like her image too. In other words, I feel like I need more these are all houses. I don't know what magazine it came from. You guys, it could have been from one here. I don't know. I don't think so, because we wouldn't have had Victorian houses here. It says Bandfield's Auto Repair. I don't know where it is, and it doesn't have anything on the back. So honestly, I don't know where I cut out. You guys, I cut out images from everywhere. But I like these sepia tone images, and I like that. How many of you guys ever just like cut out random stuff from places and you're just like, okay, I don't know where that came from. Like, I love this image. I don't know where it came from, but I love it. So I've gone through those. All right, let me see what I have that I like here. I don't know. So this week has been doing all this calamari, I have to say, has like put me in a better frame of mind as far as like purging things, but I have overwhelmed myself in that purge. Like, if I had just put everything away, that would have been one thing, but I had to like go through and like do it to the nth degree, which is ridiculous, but you guys know me, it's kind of how I roll. I wonder if this may not even show up because it's so light. But I like it. I like that black bird. Let me see. Laura says she thinks she's in a good place and she feels good about it, but it's not what... But it's not what you were thinking. I'm just not sure if I'm okay with it. Oh, you know what? I had that conversation with my daughter, something like that with my daughter today. It is okay not to have all the answers. I agree with you. I agree with you, Tilda. I totally agree. I'll just rip her. Let me see if I rip it this way. I'll rip it. Oh, I definitely don't have all the answers. But I honestly thought, because we had gone through so much stuff, I had really thought, I thought we would be more, I thought we'd be more anchored and know what we're doing. No, I'm not storing them by, you know what, Tilda, honestly, I store them by like whatever I'm doing it that day. And if I find images and if I have a project I'm using, I kind of keep them in books. I do have, I have them like in big shoe boxes, you know, those clear shoe boxes. I have been definitely going through all that stuff. How many of you guys have so many things like that, those big shoe boxes, or, I don't store them. I haven't gotten to do them by color. Tilda, that would be optimal. If I did it by color, that would be really good. But I haven't yet. How many of you guys have done yours by color? I wonder, You know what? I'm going to try something. It may not work, but we'll see. I have not done mine by color. It would be helpful if I had. I have them sorted by, sometimes some of them are sorted by subject, but not all of them. So, I don't know. I'm going to try a reverse collage transfer with this lady's face because I like it a lot. But I'm going to be really patient with it because I'm not always patient, and when I'm not patient, it doesn't come out. How many of you guys have experienced that when you're not patient with things? They don't come out. And it's better, I've found I get a better quality transfer if I actually let them dry naturally and not, I'm just going to put several coats of Mod Podge on it, and then let it dry on top of the image that I want. I like him. I like this guy a lot. You know, I don't know. I just feel like I feel like I don't need to know the answers, but I feel like for me, I need to feel like I'm doing something toward where I want to be. Full Moon Madness. Hi, Sandy. What did you stuff in your purse? You stuffed wrappers in your purse? Oh, you're so funny. I love him. What did he come from? It says on the back, the trends in applied photography, so I don't even know what I cut it up from. No idea. None whatsoever. So I got myself some school folders, Tilda, the school, what do you call them, you guys? The school 3-ring binders. Good night, Mary Lou. Big hugs. You have a big day, can't keep your eyes open. I hear you, Mama. So, you're much more haphazard than that. Tilda, you know what? I just got myself some big school binders and some school binders and some clear plastic sleeves to go in them. And I started, like, I'm doing an animal binder because I have lots of animal images. And then I'm going to do, like, I'm starting. I don't know how successful I'll be, but that's what I've recently gotten. Most of the time mine are stored in boxes or, like, and then if I'm sitting around and I'm going through books and magazines, I just put them in my little accordion files that I have that I made. You know, I told you I don't work really well when I have too many choices. So because I don't work well with too many choices, I kind of like it better when I don't. I'm looking. I want some numbers. I don't know why I want some numbers, but I do. Would like some numbers. Like, this image is a great image. That would be a great. She'd be great in an art journal too. That's a great image too. I was really proud of myself. I went through a bunch of magazines that I'd recently gotten and just flipped through them really quickly. And if nothing jumped out at me, I just put them whole into the recycling, because I know if I take them down to, oh, I like this. I know if I take them down to the place where I sometimes go, people pick up whole magazines. So, if I take them down there, somebody will feel like they won the lottery, you know, of magazines that I'm not going to go through. You're going to be here, but you can't chat. Oh, you don't feel well, Linda? Oh, no. All right, what's going on with you guys? Tell me, because I feel like when I tune in, I just feel this really scattered energy. So, tell me what's going on. What is going on? You don't feel good either, Linda? You're not feeling good. Mary Lou's laying down. Anybody else having that feeling? What's going on? I love this blah, blah, blah. So what's going on? You're not feeling well either? Okay, what is going on with you guys? What's going on, Miss Carla? What's going on? You guys, how many of you guys aren't feeling good? You guys, I found a bunch of books that I had taken apart that I hollowed out that I didn't finish. It's like, oh. How many of you guys, when you see some of the stuff that you have, the projects that you've just conveniently forgotten about? Oh no, Trace, seriously? Really? You haven't been feeling good either? I woke up not feeling great today, but I just figured it was the rest of my flu thing that I have going on. Oh, you were in the heat over 100? Oh no, over 100 degrees? No, that's awful. You're reorganizing too and you overdid it? Yeah, that's kind of what I thought I did to myself. I really did, you guys. You guys give me a thumbs up while you're hanging out. I appreciate it. You were sick Monday and Tuesday with food poisoning? Oh no. Trace, we're sending you love, girl. Sending you love. That is awful. Not good. I'm going to try and let my thing dry here. All right, I have a couple things on these pages. I'm going to put the woman on here. I'm going to put the map page on. And I think I'm going to put the dancing guy, but not 100% sure. Okay, I have the blah, blah, blah. Where do I want the blah, blah, blah? Blah, blah, blah might be good on here. Put it in the middle. Just put it on one side. You're all right, you're just tired? Yeah, I'm definitely sending you guys all healing thoughts. You waxed your floors, Trace? You're a maniac. You are a maniac. Oh, you guys, I put a lovely YouTube artist in my description box. You guys, she has like 51 subbies. She made one of the most precious newspaper journals I've seen, and she just seems so sweet. Her name is Sally Ann O'Connell, and she just joined our Crafting Mamas group, and I posted her YouTube channel in the description. You guys go over and show her some love. See if she's somebody you'd like to check out. I don't think she's ever been on the live stream, but she put out a video today and posted it in our group of making a journal out of a purse. And it was just so cute. And she's so sweet. Go over and check her out and give her some love. He goes, at 51 subbies, the likelihood of you getting seen by anybody is almost like, it almost is like not going to happen, you know? You're almost like never going to get seen by anyone. The way YouTube is rolling now, I'm like, I'm not 100% sure how it's all going to fan out for new people that come on board. Like, I don't think, like, if she hadn't joined our group, I don't know if I would have seen her. And I don't know, I don't even know how, or maybe I saw her before. I don't know, you guys. I've seen, maybe it's her newspaper journal I'd seen. I don't know. But go over and show her some love. I'm certainly sure she would love, she would feel so encouraged if she, you're turning it as well, Tilda? Oh, no. Hi, Brandy. How are you? Well, I hope you sleep well, Tilda. Hope all you guys that are, like, turning in sleep well. But head on over and check out Sally Ann's channel. She seems such a sweet lady, and she's got some really cool, interesting stuff. I don't know. You guys know what it's like when you're a new YouTuber. How many of you guys are switching from YouTube to, you're going to view my progress tomorrow? Well, hopefully I'll have some progress still to, hopefully I will. I think I stressed myself out so much today, just like I did, I don't know, I took all the bed linens off of my daughter's bed and washed them all, and Sally, you said Sally Ann is a subby on another regular live stream care. Oh, that's cool. She does have beautiful work, right, Carla? I think so too. Good night, Joni. We love you. You bike 15 miles a day, Joni? Oh, girl, you're an inspiration to me. I hope all you guys that are leaving, sending you so much love. If you want to be in the woo-woo, just let us know, and we'll put you in there. All you have to do is give conscious consent, and you will be included. All right, so I want something for here. Let's see what I have. You know what, you guys? I think that so many people, I think the heat can be debilitating, but I think also the summertime is like, you bike every single day 15 miles, Joni. That's crazy. That's amazing, girl. How many hours how long does it take you to bike 15 miles? 6 a.m. to bike 15 miles. Girl, you're awesome. I think that's awesome. Good for you. Good for you, Miss Joni. How many of you guys know Keith Haring? He passed away. He was a graffiti artist. I think he passed away in the 80s. Guys, I can't remember. I used to live in New York, and I loved him. He used to paint draw on the billboards. Yes, please, you, Sandy. Of course, we'll put you in the Lulu. Absolutely. All right, I like Keith Haring. And so Tilda, I hope this helps you. This is how I work. Haphazard, as you said. I'm just as haphazard. I like this too. I don't know what this came from, but I like it. I don't know if I want this guy here. I would like him here, but I don't want him in a square. And let me see how my girl comes out. Let me see if she's dry enough to do one more coat. I guess I could do a packing tape transfer with him, and I know for sure he'd come out. That might be good. Sometimes with this, it doesn't always come out. It does when you use gel medium, but Mod Podge is a cheap man's gel medium. Hi, Lucinda. Hi, Lynn. All right, now that we know Joni bikes 15 miles a day, that's putting me to shame. Guys, I just walk on my treadmill. I mean, that's the extent of we're in nature. 15 miles, though, that's really ambitious. 15 miles is amazing. All right. This one's not totally dry yet either. Okay. These both need to dry. So tell me what's going on with you guys in your world. I want to hear. I want to hear. Correct. Gary says her exercise is picking up craft supplies you drop on the floor or organizing. Oh my gosh. What's the name of my favorite magazine? I don't know. I have a bunch of them. If you want just like magazine, I like to go to anything I get for free. Is that good, Sandy? Go to recyclebank.com and get whatever you can get for free. And whatever you get for free, use that. I'm over like, with me doing my purging, I'm realizing I never need to buy another thing. How many of you guys are to that point where you go, I really don't need to buy anything. I really have everything that I need. I really, I like, if I'm going to do the best fashion magazines, you guys all pipe in, that I find so far are Elle and Harper's Bazaar, Vogue. They have really thick pages, okay? Harper's Bazaar has really good quality pages, Vogue does, and Elle does. But I like sometimes really flat pages, so there's most magazines now, the printing quality is less, not as, I don't know. You guys pipe in. You guys pipe in. You're getting ready to go to Boston to visit your son. Oh, how fun, Anne. I said one the other day. I don't know. What did I say? I don't know. It must have been the one I had in front of me. I like Real Simple, and that kind of magazine to use as a magazine art journal. But I've also made them out of Oprah magazine. I don't know. What did I say the other day? Oh no, Trace. Sending you love. I do like Architectural Digest too. I like Harper's Bazaar too. Sandy, I don't remember. I have, it just depends upon what I'm working on. Because some things I think have better page quality. So if I'm going to make envelopes and stuff out of things, I like that. You know? How many of you guys do that? If you're gonna make, if you have certain magazines that you like to make magazine pages, like envelopes and stuff out of, but then you have other magazines that you'd like for other things. How many of you guys work like that? This is probably not a good week to ask me because I've purged so many this week. I've purged. I've purged a ton of stuff this week. Based on the quality page, yeah. Wine Spectator is one of my very favorites. That's probably what I said, Wine Spectator. But I like it because I don't have one close by, but I'll try to find one, and I have them in a pile over there, but I'll try to find one that I've actually made. Some of them I make my painty papers from that. How many of you guys have used like Wine Spectator to make your painty papers? That's probably what I was talking about, because it's a really large magazine. Although I hear W Magazine is really good. I don't have that one yet. So, I don't know. All right. I found this flower that I had cut out. Who knows why, but I think it might be good on this page. And see if I can do a packing tape transfer with this guy. And I liked. The only thing I don't like about packing tape transfers, you guys put your 2 cents in, is the only thing I don't really care for about packing tape transfers is they're shiny, and I'm not always crazy about that shiny. How many of you guys are like that? How many of you guys are like, The packing tape transfer is too shiny for me. Anybody besides moi? Anybody besides me? I like catalog flowers too. Hey, Barbara. You've had a week. You've been drawing and doodling, Lucinda. That's nice. Tracy, I don't know how you've gotten through this week. If I had to do that, I think I might just be myself and I don't know. No, I'm making some mat transfers with Mod Podge, but this is the only thing with Mod Podge, and this is my experience, you guys. It doesn't always work 100% of the time. And you have to be super patient, and I'm many times not patient. How many of you guys are always patient? I'm not always patient. Oh, Sandy, lay down. Big hugs. We'll definitely send you prayers, Mama. Hope you feel better. Oh, that's a good idea, Laura. Very good. Laura says, put a thin coat of clear gesso to unglossy picks. Very good idea. Kara's not patient either. I'm not patient with this transfer thing. Hugs and healing to you for sure, Sandy. Okay, Linda came in. Hey, Linda. She says she had to chime in from bed that she puts matte medium over your packing tape. I haven't put matte medium over my packing tape. I can do that. I love this image, okay? I like all the colors of it, and I would like it, and I think a packing tape transfer, I know for sure. I'm going to do these two, and if it comes out well, and I like them, but I like him, and I'd like him to be on this page. Like, I haven't quite figured out what the page totally is going to look like, but like it might be like this. You know, but I mean with him with the packing tape, but I could do him, I could also put him on another page. I love this. I know I must have saved it from some old thing. Lucinda, I think she's doing fine. I think she's doing fine. Nobody's heard from her. She's not on the internet anymore. So I think that's a problem as far as like trying to stay in contact with her. She's not on the internet anymore, and so I think that's what it is. Oh, Trace. The Mod Podge transfer thing is this, where you put like 3 or 4 coats of Mod Podge, but you have to do it thin and let them dry in between. And then you then you coat it one last time, you flip it over and burnish it really well on your page. And when it, thanks Linda, you're so sweet. And when it is totally dry, you take some water and rub your finger on it, and you'll rub the paper pulp off the back and the image stays. Oh, Lucinda, you're such a sweet woman. Definite woo for Sandy. You're watching unless you fall asleep. Girl, you can fall asleep. You can fall asleep. So when you guys are going to the yard sales, this is what I say look for. Look for flower magazines, like the catalogs and gardening books, because you can get some really, if they have good floral images, and only if they're free or cheap, like a dime, a quarter, that sort of thing. That I use a lot of. I love that because I can use that with just about any type of work. It doesn't matter if it's vintage or new or whatever. I like it all. I like that. What else do I look for when I go to yard sales that are like I mean, they always usually, who was it that posted today that they were looking in their local Craigslist and a ton of people are giving away lots of books. You guys, a lot of people are like us when they spring clean or doing their calamari, you know, they're ready to like let go too. I need to cut him. Hey, Scotty, how are you, Mama? You've been in my thoughts today. Oh, Trace, you're such a sweet person. You're such a sweet, sweet person. All right, my things are not dry yet, you guys, and I can't, because I'm so not. I am so not, I am so not patient. How many of you guys are just as impatient as me? I'm not patient. I'm not patient. I'm not patient. I mean, I want to be patient. How many of you, how many of you guys are as impatient as I am? It's like, it's like watching paint dry. I'm not good at that either. Wow, Care, that's crazy. Well, you guys, all we can do is put people in our prayers. You know, ultimately, everybody has their own free will to do stuff. And I think for moms, it's really frustrating because we want everyone to be okay all the time. Right? I want some numbers. And I don't have, I could get up and look for my number stamps, but. You've had a couple of tough weeks, Scotty. Oh, love you, girl. Love, love, love you. You would prefer not to be patient, girl? I'm struggling with patience, all right? Let me see. Okay, this one, I think she's dry enough. Okay, so I've put 3 coats and it's dry. Now I need to do the 4th coat. And then this is the part where where you can really mess the whole thing up if you are not patient. Okay, because the 4th coat is the coat that you lay down on the book. So you put it on the image. I've had great success and I've had terrible fails because of my impatience. I mean, I haven't had any success because of my impatience. I had terrible fails from my impatience. Okay, so I'm going to put her down here. I'm going to put her down here. Then I'm going to find my credit card and I'm going to burnish her down and I'm going to leave her. I am not going to mess with it. It's had a really cool image not too long ago and I messed it up terribly. I'm going to burnish it down and not mess with it. It's super hard. Super hard. You got to let it dry. And this is one that I found that if I use my heat gun, it doesn't work any better. And as a matter of fact, sometimes it bubbles the glue from the heat instead of drying it thoroughly like I need to. Okay, I need to burnish it down and not mess with it. That's the key, burnishing and leaving it alone until I'm ready to do the peel up. This one I may do with packing tape. I don't know, we'll see. No, Scotty, sending you love, Mama. All right, I'm gonna put some wax paper between my pages and move on to another page while this one dries. And I don't know if I'm gonna do packing tape transfer or what I'm gonna do. I don't know. And then I may do some more layering on top, but I'm gonna put some of this wax paper in between and move on to another page. Let it dry. But yeah, the only way I can really let it dry, you're right, Laura, is walk away. I do have good success when I walk away. How often I walk away? Let's say, not that often. All right, so I'm going to work on another page. I'm going to work on another page. Let's see. I love the way this one looks. Let me see. My dancer might be better here. Or my jumper or whatever he is. Okay, we'll go ahead and try our decoupage thing with him too. We'll see if it works. My Mod Podge. You guys get Jill, if you want to really do these successfully or you want to do your own family pictures, laser jet printing and gloss medium. It works with photographs too. I have a cat that loves to sister craft. She likes to sit in my crafting chair, and usually I have to fight for her to get out. She's ridiculous. How many of you guys have pets like that? Where you have to like actually fight with them to get out of your crafting chair so you can get in. I have that. I have a cat. She's like that. She has to like be in my space. For a while she was bringing lizards over here, big huge ones, and I would find them like I'd be crafting and all of a sudden one of them would jump off the bookshelf next to me. I guess she brought him over here. She's a big lizard catcher. Liz is hers up all the time. Oh, your kitty cat's up all the time? Oh, Scotty, we're sending you love, girl. You got to get better. I have done acrylic pours, Lucinda. You know, I think if it's your thing, it kind of reminds me of spin art. Does it remind you guys of spin art? How many of you guys were spin arters? Any of you guys really full on into spin art when you were growing up? Anybody else into spin art? That's what it reminds me of, Lucinda. I think it can be really fun if it's, and I think it's something if you really enjoy it. Tracy does them. She's done a bunch and they're great. I've done some book covers that I think are successful. Tracy's done bags, which I think hers are amazing. I don't know. I have other things that I like to do better. I have other things I enjoy doing better. Or more, I should say. But I have done it. You guys pipe in and tell Lucinda. Lucinda wants to know your 411 on acrylic pours. Go watch Tracy's videos. Tracy's got some good videos on acrylic pours. Yeah, Tracy says it's not a good project if you're easily stressed by mess. So that's her 411. For me, I don't know. I think you use a lot of product. For me, I think you use a lot of product for the end result. You can't even, Kara says she, what did you say, Kara? You said you can't even clean on a craft. You can't be clean on the craft of making a simple card. It's not even the clean part for me, because for me it's also the patience to let things dry. Because in that one you definitely, you know, you have to let it dry. I haven't done it on vinyl records. I think, who did them on vinyl records? How's my calamari going? It's still going. I finished a couple of rooms in my house to my satisfaction. I still have, I still have more. Dania said she poured her floor with acrylic paints, and it came out good to her, but she wouldn't do it on canvas. Kara says she makes a mess and everything in art, and she's a neat freak and everything else. Well, that's good. You know, I don't know. I say try it, Lucinda. I say go for it and see if it suits you. I say go for it and see if it suits you. My calamari could be better. It does take a very long time to dry. I agree with you, Dania. See, so if you're impatient like me, Tracy, how long did your bags take to dry? Your acrylic pour bags, how long did they take to dry? Really, Laura? That's crazy. Good for you. I will tell you, one day I'll show you guys one of the best altered books I think I've ever made. And it was a stream of consciousness. And I don't know, it's kind of a deep, it's a really super personal book. One day I'll share it with you guys. Patty actually liked it so much, he asked me if I would give that to him as a gift. So he has it. Tracy, she gives her pours a few days just because it's summer, maybe a day. Well, it's virtually summer here all the time, and I had to give mine a couple of days. Like here, like I'm gonna make a journal out of this. This is one of the pours I did, Lucinda. I did it on a, Lucinda, I did it on the cover of a book, and I did go ahead and put some duct tape on the inside, and I had it laying on something. So this ends I've got to touch up. I think I'm gonna make this one into a journal for Barb Owen just did a pack of mandala cards, and they're gorgeous. And in it gives you exercises. So I think I'm going to make it a journal for that. So I was going to put some nice art paper in it, or some watercolor paper or mixed media paper in it. But I had to let it sit, and this one didn't warp. If your base is not sturdy, it will warp it. And it warped this a little, but it didn't, because the thickness, the liquid soaks into it. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think what is better is if you're going to use it as a background of a painting. Like if this was going to be a background and you were going to do a painting on top of it, I think it would be good. So Dania said she did a pour on her channel. So you could go and look at her channel and see the pour that she did. All right, so this one, I need to add more paint for this one. More glue for this. And it needs to dry. You know what? I think I'll invest in some gel medium so that if I'm doing this with you guys, it won't take so long. It did come out okay, Brandy. I wasn't like, I wasn't like over the moon. Like I didn't go, oh, gotta do that again. Like it didn't feel like that for me. Does that make sense? I was like, it wasn't like, oh, gotta do that one again. That was like the best thing. It didn't work out like that in my world. This is just my head, you guys. Whatever, it's not a bad thing. It's just I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll paint it. Let's see if I'll paint it close by. You know, I think I think some people that really, I think pouring for like a specific outcome, I don't know if you can really control it. Can you really control, Trace, did you find you could really control your pours? Just reminded me of like spin art. How many of you guys loved spin art when you were growing up? You love spin art. I think it reminds me a little bit of spin art. I don't know if this is dry or not. I can't tell. No, it's still sticky on the edges. See, I don't want to mess it up. Kara said when she made her first junk journal, she thought immediately, I got to do it again. Did I gesso the book cover first? No, I painted mine with chalk paint, but you can gesso it. You can paint if you're using cheap acrylic paint. It doesn't. Most acrylic paint is not. It's opaque, so you don't really see it. You may need a couple coats. This one I did with chalkboard paint. You know, I still have that jar of chalkboard paint. I swear it grows on the inside of the book. I mean, in the bottle. Laura said she's still waiting for her glued pages to dry, and she's already looking around for another book. Go, Laura. Go, Laura. Go, 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 Laura. Hi, Malia. Malia says she follows a girl on YouTube who does amazing pours. You love watching pours. Good for you. Yeah, Brandy, I have that issue too. So I think Brandy and I are of the same thought. She says that you waste a lot of paint when you do those pours. I agree. So I'm liking this page so far. Like, I don't know if you can see it up close. It's got some really nice subtle colors. It's got that Japanese book page, the bird, the flower. I don't know if I'm going to put the guy there or not. I may. And I may look for something. I mean, it's a lot prettier in person. It's got some really beautiful green, like some chartreuse green streaks in it. I don't know how well it comes out for you. And this one I'm liking too. I can't wait to pull the thing off and see the face of the lady. So you guys make yourself one of these art journals. It's basically like you're making an ATC but page size, or you're making, just like a collage. And it doesn't have to, you guys, one page does not have to go with the next. I like the crow too. I wanted some numbers, but I don't know what I did with my number stamps. You guys, they're probably, I have a big box over there that says stamps. They're probably in that. I'm liking it. They look better in person. I wish you could see it in person. I made some painting papers once, and somebody sent them to somebody, and she said, they look way better in person than they do. Good night, Danielle. We love you. You guys, everyone's tired tonight. That's crazy. So how many of you guys are staying for the woo-woo? We can do the woo-woo early tonight. We can so do the woo-woo early tonight. I don't know if Maridel's still streaming. I didn't get over to say hi to her because I had to go over and try to get that silly x-ray thing. So, I mean, I'm waiting for my glue to dry, and I'm not patient, you guys. Waiting for this glue to dry, not my patience. I'm not patient. I'm not patient. Tracy says, total woo-woo. Can't imagine not doing it again. I woo-wooed this morning. I did a big, long one. You know, I felt the energies have been a little intense, and so I've definitely felt like I needed that for me. You know, I really needed like extra whatever, you know, extra focus. Let me see what page I want to put this on. So I did it, I woo-wooed a long time this morning for me. And yesterday was a very odd day. Yesterday, I woke up this morning feeling like I had, I don't know. It is this nice soft color palette, but it was only because that's what I was painting with at the time. I mean, I didn't paint them today. Well, I did this a little bit out of that gold or coppery color. But I can't wait to rub her off, but I'm afraid to start because I'm afraid that the paper hasn't dried underneath it. So I don't know. So you guys go get your water. Go get your if you guys want to have energized water, get your energized water. I'm just putting water on this. That's how you begin to do to peel up the paper. So get your energized water, and we'll do it. You got 5 new magazines, girl. I got so many magazines this week, and I was so proud of myself. I went through them like really fast. I just looked at them and said, okay. Have you guys noticed that a lot of the same fashion, it doesn't matter which fashion magazine you get, the ads are similar? Have you guys noticed that, or is that just me? Because I don't. So oh, Laura, come back anytime. Come back anytime. The woo-woo that we talk about is just we do a guided meditation at the end of, not every stream, but a few. And you're welcome to join, and you're also just welcome to hang out and listen if it's not something you think you want to do. There's nobody, it's not a mandatory, you have to stay. And it's just a meditation where you connect to you, and you can release any energies in your life that aren't working. Your magazine drawer is bursting. Malia, you know what? Do like I do. I just went through a whole ton of them, and then I decided, okay, I have those images, or, you know, I'm not going to be working on that. And instead of me like cutting them up, I just took them, I just made sure I blurred my name out and took them, gave them away. Oh, wow, Brandy. Really? Are you okay? Good night, Laura. We love you. I'm glad you came to hang out with us. All right, so for those of you that want to do energized water, go get it now. And I think we're going to release. We're going to do a releasing one. How many of you guys liked the meditation that we did the other day? How many of you really resonated with that? The one, the bliss, the love, the joy. We could do that. We could also do just the one like we did. How many of you guys did? Trey says she gives herself to the end of the day to process images anymore, and it gives you it gives her a few minutes of no stress. They've been helpful. How many of you guys did your contract burning and are still doing your contract burning? I was doing it last night, guys. I was seriously doing my contract burning last night. How many of you guys are still doing that? How many of you guys? The contract burning is real. It really does work. It so works. I mean, it so works. The thing is that we don't even know how we've contracted people. You know, it's like, you can burn no feelings. You know what I did yesterday, and it worked too, is I did one where I imagined, we could do this one really, see if this works for you guys. All right, so for those of you that are going to stay, we're just going to do a little exercise before we do our actual meditation. So imagine yourself with a blue flame, like a blue sword. A sword with a blue flame in your right hand. See yourself with this sword of the blue flame in your right hand. Now we're going to ask our higher mental body to put its hand over our hand, encompassing and guiding this hand and this sword of a blue flame in your right hand. And even if you can't imagine it, just know that it's there. Now I want you to imagine this beautiful sword with this blue flame is cutting any and all cords, any and all connections that you have for any reason to discord. And see this, raise your arm up over your head and see yourself wielding this blue flamed sword, this magic blue flamed sword. And if you can imagine yourself, or actually do it, standing up and walking around just in a circle, cutting all discord from all time, space, and dimension. All energy that that's come from the core of your being, from your mighty I Am presence, where you have sent out any discord at all. And as you raise this sword above your head and turn around, cutting any cords from your being, soul, spirit, any cords sent from the center of your being through any time and space. You're released, and so are those that you have. Now ask that this blue flame, ask that these cords that you've cut, any discord, any energy, any situations, or any energy that's ever brought discord to you or to others, be gone for good. And ask that this state of clarity is sustained always. Now, you can also ask for the furthest point where your discord has ever come from, that this beautiful blue flame just burn up any and all discord. Thank your higher self. Thank your I am presence, mighty I am. Know that anytime you want to reach for your sword, your magic sword of the blue flame, it is always there to cut, sever any and all discord. Okay, tell me what you guys feel. Guys, it works. I've been doing it to myself. I've been more peaceful. Even though I may be a little bit more spaced out than normal, but I've been more peaceful. Right? It works. It freaking works, man. Because, you guys, I'm like at my wit's end with my stuff with my ex. I'm telling you, if I told you guys the stuff that's been going on, you'd be like, girl, you even came on? I've got to keep going. You know, all I can do is it's just showing what I had a realization for myself was that all the stuff happened so that I just focus on myself. I say I didn't let it dry, so it didn't, and I still have to rub some of the paper pulp off. But you can see the image faintly, but I didn't let it dry enough. So because I didn't let it dry enough, it didn't, I pushed through some of the image. I rubbed off some of the image. You feel like being spaced out as your soul's defending itself from the outside forces? Actually, Malia, being spaced out is when your soul decides to leave because it can't take it. Here we're multifaceted beings. And, you know, like when you have a traumatic experience or when you have had a lot of anesthesia or if you've done a lot of recreational drugs or you've had any or even done a lot of pharmaceuticals, your soul just can't stand it. You know, it leaves. And so, unfortunately, we experience all kinds of stuff because of it. All right, I'm going to have to put something else over it because I rubbed it off too much. It is a defense mechanism, but, you know, your soul needs, you still carry that spaced out stuff with you. But it works if you guys do it. The key is you have to do it. Okay, so I rubbed that one too much. So now you see what not to do. Don't do what I did. Let it dry fully and completely, and then don't rub it so hard that you rub the page. Like this didn't have any of the image on it, but I rubbed it so hard. So if I want the image to show up anymore, I mean, I'm going to have to work on this page. But now you see what not to do. But it's just my art journal, so it's all good. Did anybody else have anything they want to share in regards to it? I love you, Trace. Big hugs. So let's just jump into our woo woo. So on this woo woo, let's call the pieces in. Did anybody else have any? Did you feel anything when you were cutting your cords to those discordant energies and issues? I felt a great relief. Hi, Tanya. And I keep doing it. I felt a great relief for myself. So, Carrie, you know what? Okay, so just stand really quick. Just stand where you are and imagine this power. Call into your inner self, your higher self, your mighty I am presence. Just call yourself. It's your higher self. It's you. Call in your whole being, soul, spirit to be present with you now. And you just see this big, beautiful flamed sword in your right hand. And then feel your higher mental self putting their hand around your hand. Like your bigger self, your God self. And then allow yourself, without judgment, to just cut it. Just swing that sword. Imagine or actual. You can swing your own arm or just imagine yourself. And just cut, just ask the blue flame, ask the sacred sword of the blue flame in your higher self to cut any discord from your being. Any energies that are not aligned with you in joy and love and bliss. It only takes like 10 seconds. And then just ask that all of these discordant energies and situations, that your being is freed from them forever. You may have to do it multiple times. I mean, sometimes I have to do it multiple times, but it does work. Oh, Tanya, lovely. How did that happen? Good for you. She's home now? Oh, Tanya, sending you love and sending her love. No, it isn't your job. It's not. You can't interfere. You know, the kind of really sucky thing is when we interfere in that, we take it on. And they still have to deal with it. So it is not your job. But the cool thing is if you cut your discord, they'll feel it because you're connected to them. So if you cut your discord, they'll feel it. If you cut your own discord, if you work on you and only you, because there's nothing outside of you, If you work on you and cut your own discord, they will feel it. And that's exciting. That is very exciting. Hi, Kate. Oh, Tanya, sending you love. I'm really proud that you were brave enough to like bring her home after that. That's crazy. You guys, it's a lesson to learn. I mean, but I'd rather, you know, as you work on you, everybody around you will benefit care. That's the joy and the beauty of it all. As you work on you and as you take care of you and you come fully into you, everyone else around you will magically be fine. Yeah, well, you know, you will release it when you're ready. But I'm just telling you, I don't want to hold on to my crap anymore. I'm so over myself. I don't know about you guys, but I'm over myself. I am so over myself. But I think it's really good news to know that all we really have to do is work on ourselves. As we work on ourselves and step fully and completely into ourselves, everyone else around you is fine. Oh, Tanya, sending you love. You're over yourself too, Kate. Oh, girl. Please, you have little babies. Girl, you probably, that's so much, it's so hard. It's such a hard time. I mean, it's a joyful, wonderful time, but it is it's a very hard time when you have little ones, little ones. Hard time carving time out for yourself. Tanya, I'm glad she's so happy. Well, we're sending you love, Tanya. Sending you so much love. Kate, that's what I'm telling you, girl. If you get to really come on this vacation, I would be leaving my kids at home. I'd be finding somebody who'll watch them. Because you have to you know, I didn't do it for myself in my relationship. But I'm going to tell you, you have so much more to give when you can just like unwind, even for a little bit. You know? If I lived close, I'd come babysit for you. Because, girl, I've been there, done that, worn that t-shirt. I have children that were easy and children that aren't. Awesome. Woohoo! I'm so excited for you. You guys have to find somebody, you have to find some reprieve for yourself, even if it's like 2 hours a week. It's like you have to like, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, you know. Malia, I can relate. Your kids babysit themselves at the beach. That's why you're going on a beach vacation. I hear you, Kate. You guys are going to have a great time. Well, let's just jump in and start and and do our meditation. And for those that get your water, and we'll do it. And for those that want to join in, it's just a really simple guided meditation of you and your energy back into yourself. That's all it is. Malia, if I lived close, girl, I'd come and babysit for you, because it really does make a difference. You know, it really does. I raised my children without one, and I've raised children with one. And when you can have, you know, when you can even just have a few hours to yourself every week, it makes a decided difference. It did for me. I can just speak for myself. I can just speak for myself. It made all the difference in the world for me. Okay, so you can do this work with your eyes open or closed, whatever works for you. And all you need to do to participate is inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Tanya is absolutely right. She says, if you don't look after you, no one else will. Tanya said she had burnout after doing 18 years of looking after her angel on her own. I hear you, Mama. Okay, so inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Imagine yourself in a column of light. And when you look up, you can't see the end. And when you look down, you can't see the end. This is your column of light. It is unique to your being, soul, spirit. Allow your column of light to travel deep, deep, deep into the earth. Give your column of light big roots deep in the heart of the earth. Allow your column of light to make its roots deeper and deeper and deeper into the heart of the earth. With every inhale and every exhale, allow your column of light to get brighter and brighter and wider and wider. Let's ask the earth to bless us with her energy. I see this energy like beautiful golden light, but you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful golden light energy pouring up through your roots, through the earth, under your feet, through the deepest part of the earth, through the crust, through the mantle, through the floor where you're sitting, and filling your feet and ankles, calves and knees, thighs and hips. Feel this beautiful golden energy filling the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your chest and back, your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your neck and throat, your face and head, and feel it fountaining out the top of your head as high as you can imagine. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection to heaven, take a moment to enjoy your connection to earth. Now, as we focus on this gold energy in our beautiful column of light fountaining out the top of our heads, let's follow this path to the highest point of angelic heavenly energy, the heart of the central sun, the heart of creation energy. Allow your column of light to make the same roots it did deep in the earth, above your head, connecting you to this beautiful angelic realm. Let's ask this beautiful realm to share with us the energy of the heart of the central sun. I see this energy like beautiful silvery diamonds, that you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it, any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful diamond light energy pouring through your head, mixing with your gold earth energy and with your column of light, and spreading 6 feet in all directions. Feel it filling your head and face, your throat and neck, shoulders, arms, wrists, hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your chest and back, your waist, your lower abdomen, the base of your spine, and feel it pouring through your hips, thighs, knees, calves, and ankles, and out the bottom of your feet, expelling any and all excess deep into the heart of the earth. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Now take a moment to enjoy your connection to the heaven realm and to the earth. Now I'd like us to start above our head in this heart of the central sun, this heart of creation, creator energy, this heart of the divine source in whatever form you would like to imagine. Feel your energy anchored in the heart of this creator creation, this heart of the cosmic central sun. On the inhale, I'd like you to recall the pieces and the parts of you that you've allowed to leave or disconnect for whatever reason. And on the exhale, I want you to release anything that no longer serves you. You're focusing as high up as you can imagine in your roots. Ready? Receive on the inhale and release on the exhale. Call back into your body personality the pieces and the parts of you that you've allowed to leave. Ready? Breathe them in. Breathe them in. Breathe them in. And breathe them in. Your column of light back into your being, soul, spirit. Call in from the four corners of the universe, from all time, space, and dimension, all the pieces of you. Call them in, focusing on your connection in your roots in the heart of the central sun. Ready? Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Now allow your attention to go 6 feet below this energy center, 6 feet above your head. Call in the pieces and the parts of you into this energy center and all those in between that you've allowed to leave for whatever reason. Call them in and receive them fully and completely. Ready? Receive yourself back in. Release anything else. Receive yourself back in and release anything else. Receive yourself back in and release anything else. Focus 1 foot above your head, including all the energy centers between there and where you connect to the heart of the central sun. Ready? Breathe yourself. Call your pieces and parts back in. Ready? Call them back in. And release anything else. Receive them back in. And release anything else. Receive them back in. And release anything else. One more time. Receive them back in. And release anything else. Focus on the point of light at the top of your head. Call in and receive the pieces and the parts of you back into your body personality. Call them back in. Call yourself whole. Receive yourself back in. And release anything else. Receive yourself back in. And release anything else. One more time. Receive yourself back in. And release anything else. Focus on the point of light in between your eyes. Call yourself fully and completely receiving the pieces and the parts of you back into your body personality from all time, space, and dimension. You don't even need to know why they've left. Just call them back in and release anything that doesn't work for you. Ready? Receive yourself back in and release anything else. Receive yourself back in and release anything else. Receive yourself fully and completely back into this energy center, in the center of your forehead and between your eyes. Ready? Receive yourself back in and release anything else. Focus on the energy center in the center of your throat. Ask that the pieces and the parts of you that you've allowed to leave return to your body personality. Ready? Receive them back in. Release anything else. Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself fully and completely back into your fifth energy center. Ready? Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. Focus on your heart. Call yourself fully and completely. Give your body personality permission to receive yourself fully and completely back into this energy center. Ready? Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. One more time. Call the pieces and the parts of you that you've allowed to leave for whatever reason back into your heart center. Ready? Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. Let's focus on your waist. Receive yourself fully and completely back into this energy center now. Ready? Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. Focus on your lower abdomen. Receive yourself fully and completely back into this energy center. Ready? Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. One more time. Receive yourself fully and completely into your lower abdomen, into the energy center located there. Ready? Receive yourself back in. Focus on the base of your spine. Receive the pieces and the parts of you back in. The base of your spine. Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. Focus on the base of your spine. Call the pieces and the parts of you back into your body personality one more time. Receive yourself back in. Focus 1 foot below your feet. Know that all of the energy centers between the energy center 1 foot below your feet and the one that connects you into the heart of the central sun, all of the pieces and parts of you will come back. So allow yourself to receive the pieces and the parts of you and all of those energy centers back into your body personality, back into your column of light. Now ready? Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. Receive yourself back in. Focus 6 feet below your feet and all the energy centers in between. Breathe yourself back in fully and completely here now. Breathe yourself back in. Breathe yourself back in. Breathe yourself fully and completely back into yourself now. Focus where you meet, where your light is anchored into the heart of the earth. Let's breathe ourselves fully and completely and back into our energy centers, all the way from the heart of the central sun, all the way down to the heart of the earth. Ready? Breathe yourself back in. Breathe yourself back in. Breathe yourself back in. Breathe yourself back in. One more time. Breathe yourself fully and completely back into this energy center and all those in between. Now I'd like you to focus on an infinity symbol. See it start in the heart of creation, creator energy, cross through your heart, entering back through your heart, entering deep into the earth, then back through your heart and ending where it began. On the inhale, receive love from the heart of the central sun, the heart of creation, creator energy, and the heart of the earth. And on the exhale, give back love to the heart of the earth, the heart of the central sun, and the heart of creator, creation energy. Ready? Receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. One more time. Receive in love and give in love. Now I want you to focus on your hands and tell me when you feel this energy. Put one hand on your heart, put one hand on your water if you want energized water. If not, send out that love and light to anyone that may need it. Now pick a point on the earth. Always include your home. Maybe it's the ocean, the air, the elementals, any place on the earth. Ready? Receive and send. Receive love and send love. Receive love and give love. Receive love and give love. One more time. Receive and give. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and come back. And please feel free to share anything you'd like to share. Hi, Renee. I'm happy to see you. There's no right or wrong. You don't have to share if you don't feel like it. Got the last half of the woo 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 woo. We're happy you're here, Renee. How are you, Mama? How's everything with you? I hope everything's good. You're welcome, Care. You guys share anything that you felt. Tonight I felt it was really strong. It was for me at least. We're happy you're here. You needed all the woo woo you could get. You had tears tonight. Oh, that's, it's all a release. You never know what you're releasing, and you never know what you're calling back in. Did you stick around, Malia? Are you here? I would be interested to know how you felt, Mama. You feel calm and peaceful? No, you're not going to miss the woo-woo next week. Are you going to be gone on vacation, Liz? We'll put you in the woo, Mama. You won't miss it. You can't miss it. You're woo-wooing your hand and wrist to feel? Oh, Mama, I'm so sorry about that. I would be woo-wooing that too. Renee, I'm still drinking that chaga tea, and I'm seeing a benefit from it. You might want to try it. Yeah. I don't think there's anything such thing as bad tears. You're going on vacation. Well, will you have any internet connection? I'll try to send you one. I have a bunch that are recorded. If I can find one, then I'll try to send it to you if you can listen to it. Girl, that tea, I'm still drinking it. I'm drinking it not as much as I was drinking it before, but I'm drinking it. It is basically, it has kept me pain-free. I have to tell you, I don't know what that bark, the mushroom is. I don't know what the healing property of it is, but I have to tell you, it has worked on me, and I'm so grateful to Phaedra every day. Yeah, chaga. Chaga mushroom. You can buy it on Amazon, but buy the mushroom, don't buy the powder. Because I don't know what they put in the powder, and you don't need a lot of it. I'm telling you, I use then I mashed mine up. I ground mine up myself. You're going to Havana? Oh my gosh, how awesome is that? Good for you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you will have internet. Renee, I don't know enough about it, but I can tell you can buy a small amount. It lasts a long time. Like I do an 8-quart crock pot, and I put like a quarter of a teaspoon of it that I've ground up myself, that I've mashed up myself, and or even less than that. And that lasts. I just keep adding water. You just keep adding water. It's best to keep it cooking, and you add water to it, and that will last me for like a month, because you just keep adding to it and it gets stronger. I just chopped mine up with a I chopped mine up with a knife really fine, but you could grind it in a coffee grinder if you have that, I'm sure. I mean, and it doesn't look or taste like anything, but girl, it works. It works. It works. I mean, it really works. I have been basically pretty much physical pain free since I started using it. And then I didn't do it for a couple of weeks, and I really felt the difference. So I'm doing it, and I would I don't know, if you have Phaedra's email her and ask her where she got it. And I don't know which one she got. I don't know, because I know it only grows in really, really, really cold areas. So I think there's some from Siberia, and then there's some from Canada too, and maybe even Maine. Yeah, you could give it to Oliver. I would do it in, you know what I do? I would do his in a weaker dose, because it detoxes your body, Renee. It really does. I was so surprised. I mean, one of the side effects is detoxing. I mean, I don't know what I detox from, and they also say it also kills parasites, like it's a natural parasite cleanse. But you know, mine's like 1/4 of a teaspoon to 8 quarts of water, cooking, and whenever I pour myself a cup, I just add that same amount of water back into the pot and keep it going. It works, but I'm just gonna say, like, you know, for me, it changed my taste buds. Like I think, you know, the detoxing from your tongue. I didn't expect that. You know, I mean, for me, I was doing it because, girl, I couldn't even move my shoulder, and I was not having surgery. I was not having surgery. No how, no way. I was not having surgery. So, detoxing was intense for me. I mean, I don't know how many of the rest of you took it, but you know, at first you don't think anything's happening because it doesn't taste like anything and you don't feel anything, and then all of a sudden you really do start, like, you just notice that the pains that you had in your body are less. And I was in so much pain with that shoulder, that was like crazy. I mean, it's still not healed 100%. I can use my arm, but I tried to lay on the floor and put both my arms up over my head the other day, and I couldn't do it. Liz, have so much fun. I'm so excited for you. You're going to have a great time. Tonight's woo-woo was not for everyone. You can tell. Usually we have a lot more people stay, but you can tell that it wasn't for everyone because some people aren't ready to step into themselves. That's the reality of for all of us, you know? We all hope you enjoy it. You're going to have so much fun, Liz. Well, my lovelies, I will see you on Tuesday. I think Carla Cage Fish is going to be on Sunday. I would definitely tell you to head on over and check her out on Sunday. Jessica does hers. I think Jessica Rapp does hers on Sunday as well. I think it's going to be awesome. It was strong because we're calling ourselves back into us. We leave for whatever reason, Care. Like our bodies, our souls leave. Like they get scared, and pieces and parts of us leave. That's why we get spaced out. That's why we just like go somewhere. I love you guys. I'm sending you so much love, Renee. You're going to heal fast. You know, I've had to relax into the things that happen to me to know that it's right and purposeful for whatever I need to go through, even though it's very inconvenient. You know what I mean? But I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Who else is streaming this weekend? Is anybody streaming tomorrow? Stacy at Pink Poodle Crafters may still be streaming. You guys go on over and check her out. Go over and check out Meridel Abrams. She is the Mary Atelier. And you guys go over and join and subscribe to Sally Ann O'Connell. I think she would really appreciate some subscribers. She only has 50, or she had 50 when I looked last. 51, something small. But I think she would really love, and she is part of our Crafting Mamas community. Yes, you can do the woo anywhere, Linda. You're absolutely right. You did it in the truck. You should feel more like yourself. You should feel actually more into your body, more grounded, more into your body, more present. Good night, you. Good night, Renee. Love you. Love you, Linda. Give Richard my best. You guys have a wonderful crafty weekend. I hope that you can do something really nice for yourselves this weekend and just have so much fun. And as always, from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you so much aloha. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. And who knows what we'll work on Tuesday. I have so many projects. Maybe we'll work on a few more pages. I might work on a few more pages on this tonight too. All right, love you guys. Big hugs. Love you, love you, love you. Love you, Tanya, and love to your daughter too. All right, my lovelies. I will see you. And love to our Hottie Po. We miss you, Hottie Po. Hope you're feeling better. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Bye, Miss Scotty. Bye, Lynn. Love you guys. Aloha.